Hey, what's an RV rally?
It's like a get-together. You know, you meet people.
Yeah, I see that on my calendar. How many people are gonna be there?
Maybe like 40 families?
40? Do we know any of these people?
We might know a few.
Gosh, this sounds terrible.
No, it's gonna be fun.
I mean, what do you expect at these things? What do you do?
Oh, there's all sorts of fun things. Come on, it's gonna be fun.
I don't know about that. RV rally?
Okay, we're on our way to the rally. It's gonna be fun. Let's see how it goes.
This is where it kind of gets chaotic.
The kids' marketplace
is a community.
So much fun.
Our expectation, we just didn't know what to expect.
Right, have expectations, and we say don't have the expectations, but we always do as people.
We really didn't have many expectations other than to just meet friends.
I don't know if we had a ton of expectations.
This is kind of the weird part, right? Learning about the whole RV.
Does this look like ice cream to you?
No, keep going. Getting
No?
closer. Keep going. You're looking good.
Are you sure? It looks
Yeah.
like ice cream to me.
No, keep going.
Crazy? Like, do we really want to do this? Like, what's going on? There's gonna be how many families?
I think I was like kind of nervous to come to the rally. Very hungry for community. We were lonely, quite honestly.
They're so friendly.
Honestly, I think it's a lot of whatever you put in. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out.
Okay, at our site. She's gonna lead us to the site.
Nice. We have 2 kids in the bathroom.
Oh.
So, hopefully she'll be cool to wait.
Okay.
Oh, no, she's gone. Okay, looks like we're good. Okay, sewer's back there. We're out of the road.
This is really nice. Okay, can we get our awning out?
You're amazing. Good choice. And a fire
I did
ring.
make a good choice. I like this site.
RV rallies. You guys, it's absolutely worth going to one, and we're gonna tell you why. We're also gonna tell you how to scale your expectations and know what to expect before you get there. But it's a great experience.
They are so much fun, and we always have a blast, and we have met so many amazing people. There's actually a lot of different companies that do rallies, but we've only gone to the Fulltime Families rally, so that's what we're gonna talk to you guys about.
Alright, the first thing you must do is scale your expectations, okay? And this is going to be helpful because when we went to our first rally, we had no clue what to expect. And I would love to have found a video like this that gave some perspective because it really would have helped. Okay, so the first thing is, this is not like a corporate gathering like what you may have experienced in the past with business, where you go and there's catering and there's a big production of lights and projectors and really great audio and speakers, and it's not like that, okay? This is more like a vacation Bible school for families.
No, it's like a summer camp, honestly. It's awesome. It is so much fun, but they do keep the price affordable for families to be able to go. So because of that, they don't put a lot of money into the production aspect. It's more about just being personal and creating relationships.
Which again is absolutely amazing, but if you're expecting something different, it can really change you. When I went to my first one, I was very overwhelmed, and in fact, after the first day, I said, let's go, let's leave. I'm done with this. This is crazy. Fortunately, Michelle convinced me to stay a little bit longer, and I'm really glad I did because we were able to connect with other people. But the production aspect of it is very different than like a big corporate setting. It's more of like families getting together, hanging out, and camping, and I was not expecting that. So now you will have that, and you'll know what to expect. That's going to make your time easier. You're welcome. We're here with some new friends here that just arrived, and they have an entire crowd watching them back in.
Thank you guys. I know this part is not the super fun part, but now we're going to go do the super fun part.
What are some things you can expect at a rally?
Well, one is education, okay? At the Full-Time Family Rally, they do a really good job of giving you opportunities to learn things. One of the examples is we went to an RV maintenance talk.
Yes, that's always very helpful.
Yeah, I went to a business owners roundtable talk. Today I'm heading to the business owners roundtable up here at the rally. I think it's where business owners get together at rectangular tables and talk about what it would be like to have a round table. Should be a good time. Should be a good time. We went to, let's see,
There's like boondocking information, which is always nice. How to schedule your routes, to look for campgrounds, things like that. So they give you a lot of informational sessions so that you do have opportunities to learn, especially if you're new.
Yeah, and something to keep in mind is some of the gatherings are like coffee talks where you're getting together with a group of people, and there's not necessarily a seasoned professional that's teaching it. It's more of a group setting where people discuss, there's a topic thrown out, and then people discuss different things. If you're expecting to go and at a coffee talk and you're expecting to learn from a seasoned vet who has all this information and experience, you might be disappointed when you get to that coffee talk and someone says, okay, tell us about your day. And you're like, well, where's the keynote speaker here? So the coffee talks are really set up more as informational and discussions, and then there's other sessions where it is a professional that is giving you information that they know either by training or by their life experience, and that might be a little different. So anyway, know what to expect when you go there, have those conversations, be vulnerable, and don't walk in expecting something so different that when you get there you have to walk away. You can learn something from every little session, from every person that's talking, and in the very least you can meet new people. Okay, Rally Week here. We are on our way to a group talk about RV maintenance. Maintenance.
It's always here. Okay, it's always important to know how to keep your rig in tip-top shape, so let's go see what we can learn.
Okay, one of the coolest parts of Full-Time Families rallies is the kids' activities.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They do an amazing job of creating this sort of camp atmosphere where the kids literally cannot wait to get up in the morning to go do activities.
Okay, so this is me. I have a paint thing and then a paintbrush. It doesn't look like a paintbrush, but it works. Eli has a bike. Dad is sitting by a fire and Mom is hiking. This is a river.
Yeah, every day they have a craft planned, they have tournaments planned for different games, they have all sorts of activities and service projects for the kids to do. So they have so many things for them that it gives them an opportunity to have some structured play, and then there's playgrounds and there's different things depending on the campground that's hosting the event. There's all sorts of activities for the kids to do throughout the day to just hang out with kids and have fun. And we hardly ever see our kids because they just want to be playing all day long.
And listen, this is an opportunity for them to meet new friends. One thing you'll find out full-timing is that meeting new kids is kind of sporadic. You know, you get weekenders, and then when you meet full-time families, it's amazing, but oftentimes it's kind of like passing in the night. There's, you know, you're there for a day or something and your schedules go different ways. So this is an opportunity for the kids to really start building some quality relationships that they're going to carry through. And of course, if your kids get along with other kids, then it's an amazing experience because then the adults can hang out and not have so many issues with the kids not getting along. So this is a good starting place for kids to build relationships.
What are you guys doing? Why are you just shaking a bunch of bags?
Making ice cream.
Oh, okay.
this brings us to the absolute best part about the rallies, and that is meeting new friends for the adults.
Yeah, let me tell you, when I did my first rally, I was very overwhelmed with just the number of people, number of kids. Our first one had 70 families and tons of kids, and I felt like it was extremely chaotic from the beginning. And I remember saying that first night, like, I don't want to be here, like, I am done. But once we got to that second day and I met new people, it just all changed my perspective. And I would encourage you to do that. Go into it with the number one goal of meeting new friends. If you hate everything else, it's okay. Stick in there because you're gonna meet new friends. And that is a challenge in the RV life. Not necessarily meeting new people, but building a relationship long enough to consider traveling with them can be very difficult when you see someone in an RV park for 1 or 2 days. You just don't know if you click, you don't know if your families click, and so committing to a schedule where you might be traveling for a month or so can be really difficult. But the rallies get everybody in one place for 7 days, and that's enough time for you to see if your kids click, for you to connect with other people at different meetups, and really see if that's something you can do, which is an amazing experience.
Okay, what were your expectations for the rally and how's it going for you?
Oh, just put me on the
I don't
spot.
think we have the same expectations.
I really didn't have many expectations other than to just meet friends and people that I could learn from that are doing the same thing that we're doing. So I just thought everybody flew by the seat of their pants and there was like absolutely no activities. So I've actually been very pleasantly surprised. There are things to do and like lots of people, and they're so friendly. Like, I feel like I've known these people my whole life and it's been just a week. So if you're thinking about coming to one, do it.
So my expectations were completely different. I expected to basically sit in my camper, not really know anyone, and no one would be friendly. Like, I basically expected to experience what I experienced in my neighborhood, just in a camper. But what I have found is that everyone's like super friendly, and it's like your long lost friends, and you're meeting them even though it's for the first time. And everyone makes you feel really welcome in the activities and all that kind of stuff. It really helps. And so my expectations were wrong. So yeah, I would say if you're thinking about like a full-time family rally, just do it.
They have many different ways of facilitating getting together, like doing campfires at night. They might have a group dinner planned so that you can bring your own meal and all sit together and chat. So they usually make that a smaller group, which is nice because then you're just really getting the chance to talk with just a few different families. They have mom's night out and dad's night out, and those are the highlight of the week because the moms get to leave the dads and the kids, and we just talk and play games and have so much fun. And those opportunities are the times that you can make your closest friends and the friends that you hang on to forever because you just love it and you bond and you have so much fun. So don't skip out on these nightly activities. And they actually do have some extra time available where you can say, hey, we're gonna eat dinner before this scheduled activity, so how about you guys come over and let's hang out. So make sure that you are reaching out to the people that you're meeting and getting together again and building those strong friendships.
And I should mention that again, there's a lot of free time, but they do have some structured things, and I will say I was kind of disappointed when we got scheduled to a potluck where we had no friends that we had met. You know, I really was looking forward to seeing some people that we had maybe checked in online or connected with online, and in our potluck there were none of those, and I was disappointed.
Everybody knew.
Right, but when we went to the potluck and hung out with the people, I was just reminded of how important it is just to keep your mind open, because we met some amazing people. And we never would have done that. We would have stuck with our little group because it's comfortable and we knew those people, but we ended up meeting other friends that were still lifelong friends to this day. So don't let yourself hide in the RV. Don't send your kids out and stay back. You know, don't take that opportunity as alone time. Push yourself to get out. Go hang out where your kids are playing, meet other parents. Make sure you go to the coffee talks and go to the fires. One thing I'll mention too is make sure you have time without your kids. We actually worked on training our kids before the rally to go to bed at a certain time, to be in bed and not get up, to be in the RV without us. listen, that stuff doesn't come natural. If they're used to you putting them to bed and kissing them and checking on them 10 times, and then they come out to get water, and then they go to get food and you put them back, whatever that habit is, they're going to keep that up. So if you want to have that alone time with other adults, which you should, at those campfires, it's invaluable. You have to train your kids. So plan that ahead of time and start with, day one. All right, from now on, we're going to put you to bed at this time. We're getting ready for this rally, and we want you to be in bed each night at this time so that we finally get to have some adult time. Anyway, that's a really important, valuable piece of information there. It really helped us to connect with other people and not have to run back to the RV and check the kids, or the kids are out playing in the dark and we don't know where they're at. That wasn't comfortable for us, so putting our kids to bed and going to those campfires and connecting with other adults was one of the highlights for me especially, and it absolutely made the whole thing worth it.
Okay, we're at a rally and they're doing this thing called the Parade of Chairs. I have never heard of it before, but it's a great idea. Everybody brings their chairs so we can try it out, and I'm gonna show you all the chairs.
For tomorrow, no, I won't give it a break. Don't need to beg, steal or borrow. Watch me as I walk this way. I'm busy building an empire. Don't really care what they say. I'm only here for a good time. Drown them out like namaste. Mind over matter, take control. All my visions are set in stone. Don't kill my vibe. I'm flawless by design. Can't change my mind.
Okay, check out all the chairs. Some of them are good for rocking. Some of them are good for just lounging, leaning back. I like the one for comfort. This one's my favorite. Okay, so this is your first rally. So what were your expectations coming in, and what has your experience been like?
Yeah, so, I think one thing we found on the road that we really didn't expect to find is community. And coming into the rally, I don't know if we had a ton of expectation, but we were hoping to connect with people, and kind of understand what Fulltime Families was more about, because we've only been part of Fulltime Families for about 3 weeks. What you can find at a rally is you can connect with families and understand what are their travel plans, because they may match yours, and that could be an opportunity to maybe meet up on the road at different places and stuff like that.
I'm making my sign for the kids marketplace. I'm doing nails. So here's Lacey's nail salon.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm making the sign for the stand at for my stand at the kids marketplace.
What's the kids marketplace?
Where kids make stands and they sell stuff. I'm doing a game where they shoot the cups with X's on them, try and knock them down.
Nice.
With a Nerf gun. Let's hope they don't take all my money.
Okay, people, the rally is on here. This is the kids marketplace, and it may seem like chaos, but it's actually so fun for the kids. It's kind of an entrepreneur opportunity where they can make something or build something or bake something, and they can sell it, and they get an opportunity to see what it's like to, sort out business, to have people pass up and other people to buy, and they get to sell and kind of get out of their comfort zone. Let's go see what all they're selling today. Okay, bracelets over there, Turkish homemade hummus.
Kind of 3 airplanes.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Look at this gorgeous little girl. Wow, your parents must be proud.
Okay, Dad.
Oh, tattoos. Let's look at the tattoos. That might work. Okay, Lacey is painting fingernails, and she is doing such a good job back there. I don't know how many people she's got, but she is loving it.
And then there's this popsicle stick bow and arrow crossbow that I want to get.
No
and
way.
that thing's $5 too, but it actually shoots.
Did you make any of these?
Yeah.
That's the
Me and Tegan made a lot. Bracelets are $2, keychains are $1.
Okay.
And I already told you the deal.
We've mentioned how important it is to connect with people and build friendships, but one thing I've got to stress is how unique everyone's story is. Before we started traveling, we knew nothing about this lifestyle, this industry, and I dare say it's changed in the last 4 years anyway, the type of people, the number of people that have moved into this industry, simply because they want to have a unique life, they want to spend more time with their kids, more time with their family, but that doesn't mean they have to leave their job. So meeting these people and knowing what they do for work is fascinating.
Let me encourage you, when you meet new people, ask questions, get to know them deeper.
Yeah, the stories of their life, where they came from, it really is fascinating. And generally, you know, we try to stick in our comfort zone. So we come up and we say, hey, how are you? How are you? Good to meet you. Great. And then there's a tendency to want to exit right at that point. But I want to encourage you to push a little further and say, hey, where are you from? What made you get into the RV life? How long do you plan on traveling? Where is your family at? Do you get to visit your family? Ask these questions and you're going to find there's a lot of camaraderie and connection that you're going to experience because they're a lot like you. I mean, everybody has a unique story, and it's not what you expect, I can tell you that. There's so many people we met at this rally and along the way that shared their stories, and we were just shocked. We just never would have expected the reasons that they're traveling, or the issues they faced, or the things they've overcome. It really is inspiring. So ask that and connect with some people today.
Okay, how many rallies have you guys been to?
Been to 2.
Okay, what has your experience been like at these rallies?
So our first one, the first Fulltime Families rally that we went to, we had no idea what to expect. So we kind of went in there like, what's going on? There's going to be how many families? And so when we went there, we were pleasantly surprised with how intentional the rally atmosphere was about building community and connecting people, and even just having the events for the different ages, you know, having a little kids activity, having the middle school aged kids and the teens. Like, they just did a really great job of creating activities among the ages. And then of course mom signed out and dad signed out. Like, it was just a great way to get to know your peers.
So how can people get the most out of Fulltime Families?
Honestly, I think it's a lot, whatever you put in. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. So I think you just got to be involved. If you can't make it to an event, obviously being here live with a bunch of other families is probably the #1 way to be involved. But you can also do that just socially. You're going to connect with people digitally, and you're going to end up crossing paths with families. We're everywhere, especially in winter when we only have half the country to travel. Right. So you're going to run across these families that you're interacting with digitally eventually. So just being involved, whether it's on Facebook or at these events, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out of it.
You need to join Fulltime Families and go to a rally.
Let me tell you, you won't regret it. It's going to be amazing. And if you're interested, there is a link below where you can join Fulltime Families. It's super cheap, and it connects you with their online group of amazing people that are traveling around so you can connect with them. All right, build some relationships, go to a rally. We'll see you there.